people. Nobody.
Where are we, Amanda? Look, we're in front of, it's wherever we're at, it's sunshiny around this house.
And it's daytime.
It's daytime. We must be on the West Coast.
Hey, maybe it's 5 o'clock there.
Hey, how come the river is quit flowing?
The river.
The river has quit flowing.
The river's at a standstill.
Well, it's a pretty
and
home,
look,
isn't
and
it?
we have a shower in the woods.
That's sure a pretty house, isn't it?
It is.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes. I'm Randy Jones with my host. Are you the host or am I the host?
I'd be an S. You're the host.
Oh, you're an S.
Yeah,
What's
hostess.
an S?
Hostess, because I'm a girl.
I mean, a host is a guy?
A host is a guy. Hostess is a girl.
Hostess is a Twinkie.
Are you calling me a Twinkie?
Amanda, you just blew everybody's eardrums out.
I can't. I just can't.
You're a Twinkie.
Did you ever see When Harry Met Sally?
Yeah.
And he's telling that whole analogy, something about a dog. She said, wait a second, who's the dog in this? He said, well, you are. She said, I'm the dog. I'm the dog. You're him. You're Billy Crystal. You're foolish.
No.
Sharon,
Huh?
what? Sharon said she's a cupcake.
You're a cupcake.
Yeah, a
you're
hostess cupcake.
Hostess cupcake.
Oh my God, Steven just said late night, but it's worth it. Hello, all. Yeah.
Amanda, we're two
Could
and a
you
half
imagine?
hours late. Sorry, everybody. We thought we were going to come on at 5, which I knew when Amanda picked that number that was never going to happen. You said, I'll be there at 5.
Mishka is very observant. She said, is that the hummingbird? It is.
Mishka.
Oh my God. She knew.
That is sweet.
Well, now, why are we showing a picture of the hummingbird, which is an 8x24?
Yes.
Why are we showing a picture of this?
Well, for a couple reasons.
On our website.
Yes. A 24-foot is an awesome size home. To me, that's probably most comfortable home that we build. That it's not too expensive, not too small. It can fit a full-size bedroom all on the main floor and not have a loft. Mm-hmm. This particular model has a loft, and it's a great example of what our resort homes can look like.
Very similar.
Yes. You know, the only thing is our dimensions will be 10, right? 10 by 26. Mm-hmm. And this is an 8 by 24, but this is actually a Craftsman. What?
Look what Jesse put. Listening to Amanda will get you in trouble. And
Yeah,
Mishka said she wants to do the 24-hour build. She wants to do it like the hummingbird.
I'm sorry. Well, Foster just called me. He's in town, and had to answer that. She said, what now?
She wants to do the 24-hour build like this.
Yes.
Why don't you text him and tell him you're on the show, just so he'll know, or call him right back.
You don't mind?
They don't care.
That's a friend of mine. He's up from He's up from Florida.
Joseph's dad.
Yeah, and he's only going to be here. I'll be right back, everybody.
Yeah.
Hang on. Hey, buddy. Yeah, man, what time? Hey, 5:30. No. Anytime you want, man. That's okay. No, we're good. Hey, whatever time you want to be over here. 9 o'clock. I'll be right here at the factory. Hey, are you guys watching that fight tonight? I'll be darned. Okay, good. Missed it. Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, okay. Good deal. Well, I'll just see you in the morning, buddy. Goodbye. Sorry, everybody. I haven't seen him in years. He's up here seeing his son, Joseph. Joseph works for us, and he's going to be by in the morning. He's a good friend of mine. I met him when I was 19 years old in Florida.
Have you got those pictures?
Hang on. I'm just going to get them right here. This is when
Scared Ace to death.
Sorry, buddy. Oh, he run after a mouse.
Oh, gosh.
This is what I looked like when I was 21.
Show them one at a time.
All right, Foster's on the right. And that's Steve. I'm on the...
There's Randy, Steve, and Foster.
Now, Steve Yeager's a practitioner down in Florida. Let me show you a picture here. This is me and Foster right here.
Okay.
We did an oxygen medical
Florida
supply.
Oxygen and medical supplies.
That's what we did for a living. Oh my gosh.
Florida Oxygen and medical supplies.
Yeah, that's all I got. Isn't that cool? So that's what we met back then, and we've been buddies ever since. And so he's up here, and he actually.
You do look the same. Somebody said haven't changed a bit.
We used to. Can you see it good?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get a lot, a little bit more.
But he's up here for a while.
Right there, you look so much, or Carson looks so much like you there.
Oh, if I had them pictures Mom's got, we'll show you. It's like a spitting image of Carson. Yeah.
Foster got a booty going on. Look at his butt. I'm just saying, he got a booty.
Woo! He still got a cute booty.
Oh my God, Randy is the same in the same outfit.
Oh, I know it. T-shirts and blue jeans. But I got tennis shoes down there in Florida.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Florida Oxygen and Medical Supplies.
Foster actually still works for that company.
Yeah.
He left it, came up here. He was here about 10 years in Tennessee, and then went back. His brother-in-law owned that company.
Yeah.
His brother-in-law, I don't need to tell y'all, his brother-in-law passed away. He's taking care of it. So anyway,
Well,
I know everybody's got.
He has the oats.
It's empty. It's empty.
Look at him, look. What do you got, Ace?
Anyway, that's Foster. He's called. I know you guys don't want to hear all that. All right.
They do like hearing all that. I'm going to tell you what they hate. They hate when you say, I know you're bored. Y'all don't want to see that, all that stuff. So they do.
Okay, well, let's just talk.
Now, are you ready to look at the house?
Yes. Yeah. You know why? You know why I say that is because I know everybody watching has their own life.
Sharon just said, we don't have a life. I told you, they don't care.
Okay.
They're fine.
Yep.
Listen, Miss Lawson thought I hung up on my kiddo to watch you all. I mean, Randy, get a clue.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Who was it said Michelle wins? She said, no, we don't. None of us have a life.
Well, he's coming over tomorrow morning, and I know he's not an early riser, so I told him 9 o'clock will be fine. But
yeah, Renee said, this is our downtime. Pamela said, this is my life.
okay. Oh.
Oh, she said, Miss Lawson thought, and I forgot what her name was, but I'm in Pigeon Forge tonight.
Who?
I'm so sorry, I cannot remember what her name was.
Aw.
She'll tell it.
Well, you're just...
Lisa Justice. She's in Pigeon Forge tonight.
You're only like 45 minutes from us.
Oh, are you here to see the colors, all the changing of the leaves and stuff?
Yeah, I bet.
Bet she is.
This is the biggest time of the tourist season here in this area. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta get me a drink of water.
Oh, she was here Friday. I wasn't here Friday until late in the
She was here? Did I probably met her and forgot.
She said I stopped by Friday to you all. Well.
Did I meet her?
Gave my postcard to Alyssa.
I didn't get to meet her.
Oh, sugar. And I wasn't here till 5 o'clock. Well, I'll be. Well, good.
Ah.
No, Amber told me I could meet Randy. I'm telling you what, we have people come all the time, do we not?
I can't wait till we get some homes to rent.
She could not meet.
Yeah. Ah.
Well, you was probably running around.
Yep. I did a lot of running.
No.
Yeah. So good. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go look at the resort tomorrow.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to be on it. The leaves are starting to fall, and that's a great time to walk in the woods because you can see out more. It's not as thick, and foliage is not as thick. In another couple weeks, is really when I want to get over there and show you guys a lot of what
yeah.
we're doing. And that's what tonight's show about, is our resort. We're going to tell you a lot about, I've been doing some figuring, some calculating, and trying to see where we fall on stuff. This is our only means of advertising our resort, everybody. We're looking at, I got a young man that's going to help us market, do some things and some videos and that we hope will help. But you guys are the only way we get the word out. You know, so hitting your like buttons.
The like bucket.
Hit the like buttons, and then hitting, subscribe, and all that stuff they tell you to do on social media. If you don't know, and I'm not smooth about it. You know, it's, hey, do. I hate asking for anything. I hate asking you to do anything. It's like you should already know, you know? And so that's just what goes through my brain. But if you want to subscribe, hit the like button. And just tell everybody about us. If you know somebody needing a tiny home, wanting a tiny home, a great price, a great deal, we're the best in the country. We're the least expensive home in the country. We should go on the internet right now and look up people's prices and what they're doing, you know? But a lot of them don't tell you exactly. They'll say, hey, it's $54,000, but it's some home you don't even want.
Right.
This is, and you guys know, we're straight shooters. I'm a straight shooter. I tell you exactly what you want, what you're getting. I don't tell you what you want. I tell you what we offer exactly, and there's no other.
Right.
There's nothing from that. I never ask you for an extra dime. When I say the price, that's the price. And
today, just to start off before you get into everything, before you show, today is day 30, counting down.
Yes, counting down.
What?
Tomorrow's day 29.
And what's it for?
All right, today is day 30. Across the street, I came up with this crazy idea. Everybody knows, here it is, Saturday night, I'm fired up. I'm always fired up. I don't know why. Last Saturday night, I was just off my rocker. I just had a lot to say. Well, I'm the same way, and I think some people thought I was going to lose my mind. This is me. This is how I am, and I like me. Okay, that's how I do. But the busier I am, the more I got going on, the happier I am. And I thought about across the street. I like to make things happen. I want things moving, right? And to do that, I feel we have to make deals. We got to make offers. We got to do some negotiating and present you all. And I'm talking to people all over the country right now. We don't get a lot of views. We get a couple thousand people that see this, you know, and so it's hard to sell something that we have in this resort like we're doing. When we sold these lots out here for $6,000, it wasn't much. You can put it on a credit card. You can ask a family member for a loan for a little bit, and it's gone. Over here, we're asking for some money. You know, it's a $56,000 base investment and up. So I realize that, and I'm uncomfortable with that, even though I know our homes are worth that. But I know when you get to that certain price range, you're slim pickings when you get up there. When you sell a home for 15 to 25, there's a lot of people that can buy that. But when you double that price, it's hard going. So I'm thinking, how can I make this adjustment? How can I make this offer more appealing to everybody? All right. And on top of that, we got our lumber prices went through the ceiling, right? So I thought, you know, right now, just for 30 days, and I'm going to see if we can't just close the deal out across the street.
Right.
We need to close on 22 homes. I'm going to show you so you guys can see what's going on, how much this home's going to cost, your payments, everything involved to living there and how it can work. This is just one scenario. As I was doing this, I had all kinds of other scenarios that we could do. Now, there's 160 acres across the street. I'm going to develop 40 lots. It just takes a lot of money to develop land.
How many acres would that be, probably, you think?
That's as big as our resort we had in Brothers Cove.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
Almost the
homes?
same. Yeah.
Really?
Now, you talking about just the 40 homes?
Yeah, just the 40
The 40
homes.
homes, I don't know what it would be. It's probably looking at 15, 20 acres, something like that.
So there's so much potential
Yeah.
there.
Now, they're not going to be, you're going to see your neighbors, but they're back in the woods. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, in the summer and stuff, it's even going to be thicker. You may not see them as much. They're going to be way bigger lots than right here. Probably 2 and 3 times the lot sizes in the forest.
Right.
Okay, so in the forest, we had 11 acres plus minus 2.5. So at about 9 acres, we had 72 homes.
There's only going to be 40 in.
Yeah,
40
there's going to be more acreage over there and half the homes.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so that gives you an idea of what it's going to be like. So it's going to be a gated community. It's going to have its own gate for the 40 homes. So you're going to have privacy. You're going to have security over there. It's a different type of community than what we have here. All right. So across the street, the resort, we can see it right over here. It's something we can just get to very well. It's nice. If we put any amenities over here, you can come over here and use these amenities, you know. But we need 22 people, and I thought I'd throw some numbers up.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Here we go.
Good.
Here we go. And ask questions. Anything you like. Where'd I go with my marker? Here it is. All right. So, any questions you guys got? Let's have it. All right. Let's start adding some stuff up. If you want to know what all this is over here, this is my little cheat sheet. I don't know if I can show you. The reason I like to show you everything, but you know, people has got their names on stuff.
Yeah, we got private stuff on there.
Let me show you real quick. All right. This is our build list, and it's got all these names and phone numbers. So I don't want to show all that. Well, you can just guide real quick, Amanda. But all this right here, just do it real quick. So these are...
Well, yeah. Let me get on this side. Okay.
Okay. So all that right there is all our builds, right? And it's on this big screen that I got.
Right.
Okay, that'd be good. And so what I do is I come over here, and I take off of my screen. This is my cheat sheet for the day. And these are all our builders that we have, okay? And I think there's 17, 18 builders that we have. And I'm trying to get 2 more. I'm trying to get 20 by the end of the year. You've got 1 more coming in by the end of the year.
Okay.
We had 1 that didn't follow through. So we're not probably going to get my 20. I wanted 20 by the end of the year. But then what I do is I write the customer who's under the builder. So I know that the Idaho, and I just have nicknames for some of these guys. They got Wayne's House, they got Dyer, Joseph Scott Brand, and then the Oregon's got Terry Blake, Chesky, Nichols, and Chase. And so I kind of get, this is my cheat sheet, this is a long one. My checks are, they're going to start construction soon. We got all that information over on our build list, on our Google list, and on Co-Construct. I'm just explaining that to you guys for you all to know how organized we are and how we're trying to just really do amazing job here. There was just so much time we're putting in on this to make this thing the least amount of problems and mistakes and organization that we can.
Right.
All right, so I took on here, this is day 30, all right? And we've got, and I wanted to say, in a gated community, like I just said, I'm gonna base everything on the 10 by 26. That's the smallest home we offer in the resort, all right? That home sells for $56,000. It's $188,000, but I rounded off to $56,000. All right, a 20% deposit will put you at $11,200. That's how much you got to come up with as a down payment. So you're going to finance $44,800. So I got on the calculator. So if you guys will get on the internet and you'll take your phone, you can get on your type in mortgage calculator, and you can put in the year, percentage, the amount, and it spits out the payment for you.
All right. I think they're having trouble with the mic. I swear. The other one's being ordered. It's terrible. Let's see. They said they can hear him a little bit. I hear him loud and clear. I hear him clear. Hold on a second. Sorry. I do too. Can you guys hear him?
Can you hear me?
I know you can hear better in the office because of the echo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So everybody
Right.
they can hear. Yeah.
All right, so this is a mortgage calculator. You can see on my phone. Okay, on my mortgage calculator, so I'll take 44.8. Okay, you can see up at the top, mortgage calculator, 44.8, 20-year fixed, 6.5%. And it can go up to 7. You can play with your percentage rates. And then you look down here, and it's $334 a month.
Okay.
Now that's based on a 700 to 719 credit score. So if you all know your credit score, put it in there. And if you have a state, I don't know if that matters, but it wants your state. Now this is nothing you had to log into, didn't have to give my email or anything to it. All right.
Mortgage calculator.
Mortgage calculator.
Okay.
That was it. So we got $334. Now, so what I'm trying to do is my whole thing about tiny homes is you don't want to be in a lot of debt. You don't want to have all this debt, right? This is a big house, everybody, and you all know that on this house, and I'm trying to focus here, and I don't want to get off. I don't want to get off tangent. I wanted to explain what this house entails.
Right.
Let me explain that later. All right. So $56,000. I wanted to tell you what you get for this house. It's not just a 10x26 Freedom. You get a lot more on this. But if you're going to finance the 44.8, it's $334 a month. All right. So while you're there, we give you 2 years free rent to live in the resort. 2 years free rent is a total. If you paid the rent, which I think I would try to do, take the $7,200, which is the 2 years of rent, and apply it to your mortgage.
So you're saying take the $300, you don't have to pay it, but put that back like you're making a payment.
I mean, get it to them.
Yeah.
Right off the top.
Right.
It takes.
Go ahead and give it with your payment.
Pay your payment and pay your $300. Pay your payment, pay your $300. Right. At the end of 2 years, this is your debt. $37,600. Now, if you wanted to refinance that, which I don't know how you can do that with that company, you'd save about $50, and your rent would be $200. Your payment would be $200.
Put it down on the principal, Jacqueline said. Yes.
Put it on the principal. You're only going to owe $37,600. All right. So now after 2 years, you're going to have to. Let me see. Your payment's still $334 though. Let me put it on here. All right. Then after 2 years, the rent's going to be $300 a month. You got a private gate, you got more room, it's a more expensive place to live, the roads, it's $100 more than here. So
right.
You pay $300 rent. So now you're at $634. Let me just erase all that. Okay. Now you're at $634. All right? That's your payment. Now everybody knows, hey, I got to have electric, right? H2O. You got to have Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I'm just writing this out real quick. Wi-Fi.
Insurance.
Insurance. Right? Insurance is going to be anywhere between $700 to $1,000 a month. So you're looking, I'm just going to say $70. Wi-Fi can be anywhere between $40 to $100. Okay, so let's go 50. Electric and water, I really think I'm going to shoot high here, but I think your electric should be no more than $20 or $30. Your water at the minimum is going to be $15. Okay, but I'm just going to go. Let's go $70. Shoot high. All right, $70 for electric and water.
And Jacqueline just asked about taxes. There is no taxes.
No taxes. I pay the taxes.
Right.
Yep.
Because you're just leasing the lot.
Yeah. So if I take my calculator and I go on here and I'm going $634, all right, is your base price, and let's add what it takes to live. It'd be 70 plus 50
plus 70.
70 is 824.
824.
Now, and everybody, there are people that tells me, oh, you're a salesman. Listen, some people say because I'm excited about what I do, I'm a salesman. I don't ever feel that way. I absolutely despise trying to sell something. I'm just telling you what it is. When I look at that, I hate that it's 824. I'm like, God, that's just a lot of money. All right. Well, if you pay your house off, you're looking at $524, right? Because you got $300 a month rent, and then you got your expenses, $524. Well, if you're on a fixed income, $2,000 a month, that's going to be tight, but you can do it if you don't have a car payment, right? Okay. But that's because you got a mortgage. You got a mortgage, and that's here. Now, what Amanda reminded me of that I didn't know about, a rental house here, rental house.
Yeah.
What was it, 3-bedroom?
It's 3-bedroom, 1.5 baths.
1.5 bath is $1,200 a month here, plus all this, which is way more.
Right. They have rental insurance, things like that.
Electric bills more, except maybe your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So you're looking at maybe $1,500 a month, almost double what it would be over here. And also, you know, Amanda said, hey, you're in a private community. You're in a gated, excuse me, got that water going. Gated community. So that's what it is. This is not going to be somebody who's on a $1,200 or $1,500 fixed income.
Right.
All right. And
Right.
That's, you know, I wish I could offer these lots at $6,000, move in there and do what you want, but the land was $250,000 just
Right.
the land, and then we have to put infrastructure
Right.
in this thing, right?
And it costs.
Yeah, I'm I'm thinking it's going to cost about $15,000 to $17,000 per lot to develop this land across the street. The reason is because we had to buy the land. Okay, so that's why where it's at. Somebody had asked me, said, well, what if I just want a lot? Well, if you want a lot, yeah, I would need that kind of money to just get a lot.
And I just want to mention a couple of things. Jacqueline said you cannot rent a 2-bedroom apartment here in West Palm Beach for less than $1,200 plus living expenses. And then also Stephen said my rent total is $2,800 a month, 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Wow.
Where are you at, Stephen? I'm curious about that. Brenda said a studio apartment here in Denver, Colorado goes for $1,200 a month. It's a studio. I mean, what does Carson pay in LA?
Carson pays $1,400 just for rent.
And it's just a 1-room getaway, like a 1-room
1 room
studio.
He sleeps in the living room. Everything's in 1 room.
$1,400.
Yep.
You know, Steve and Scott ran out of California. We were just talking to him last night.
Yeah.
They ran out of California to get here. And he's on fixed income, and he was like, he couldn't believe. I mean, they're barely making it out there, and then you come here, and they got extra money. Mishka said same in California.
So, you know, and everybody, I swear.
But the thing is, what you're getting to is that once the house is paid for, then you don't have all that.
Right.
Then you own it. It's
you're
yours.
knocking $300 off of it. You got $500 a month. You got to live somewhere.
You have to live yeah.
You know, and that $300 is because you have a gate. You have 160 acres. You live in a private community. It's a beautiful place to live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Zoe's mom said I rent a 2-bedroom, 1-bath duplex with a fenced yard in Jacksonville, Florida for $635. So that's comparable, you know, and that's rented. This is owning it. This is owning.
You own your home.
You own your home.
Yeah, and you own this thing right here. Now, think about this. Now, not a lot of people can do this.
Right.
But it might be an option in your life, somebody's life, that at $37,000 after 2 years, even if, let's say the 2 years you don't even, let's do this. This is $37,000 after 2 years. What if you didn't have to move into that for the 2 years?
Oh, Will said, and I'm glad he just said that.
Yeah.
Will that works here, Will and Becky, insurance is included in your house payment.
Oh, it is?
Oh, we didn't know that. That's great to know. So that takes that down even more.
Well, but
It's figured in the payment. And also, you don't. Lisa's asking, did you say you own the property? You don't own the property. You own your house.
You don't own the property. You own the house.
Yes.
Yeah. If you all took the 2 years that are free, all right, and you didn't have to live in your house for 2 years, and you rented it out, that's.
We're guessing at this, and it's just by what we hear from people. We're hearing that these homes are primary homes. I mean, we know that of the ones on this property.
Yeah.
We do know that.
And this is for some people that may be able to do this. If you rented your home out for the 2 years that it's free, everything there,
Right.
you can almost pay that thing off.
Now that's true. If you can are able to live somewhere else.
Even if you ended up making $10,000 a year, right? You're going to only owe $17,000 on your house when you're done.
Right.
And $10,000 is, I'm assuming, rented out for $100 a night for 100 nights out of the year.
Yeah.
Right. And now you only owe this much. You're almost debt free.
It's just nice to have that option if you have somewhere else to live for the 2 years.
Let me do one more adding of something. All right. Let's say we have some people that bought some land over here, and they bought acreage, and they put their driveway in. They put it all in. They bought, I don't know, 5 or 6 acres. I heard it's about $60,000.
Right.
All right. Now, let's just say, hey, you could get by with about 35,000
Mm-hmm.
for land. Now you got to put your utilities in, water, power, and sewer. That could be anywhere to between, drill a well could be between, gosh, $10,000 to $25,000 for utility. If you drill a well, it could be $5,000 to $15,000 to drill a well. Let's just say it's 15 grand. Put everything in, driveway, gravel, whatever you got to do. So if you're at $50,000 and you're by yourself and you're paying taxes, right? And you got to keep the trees falling on your property and mowing the grass and doing all that. We're here. We'll take care of all that for you. So if you take the 50,000, let's see. I haven't even done it before. And let's divide that by what, 300? That's 166 months. Divide that by 12. So that's 14 years. So 14 years, that's just the 50 that you're going to be taking. You can live here for 14 years and come to $50,000. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. But I know the part of it is that if you don't have that 50 to come up with, that's why people rent lots.
Right.
They rent homes.
And that's just a way to think about it in a different way, a different option, things like that. Now, Laura's asking, and this is what we're getting down to the meat of everything, as you would say, what is the resort deal? We've already got 16 or 17 people that has signed on.
Yeah, the resort deal is you guys know we had the COVID has increased our pricing everywhere on our lumber. And we've averaged about $25 a square foot up. All right? If you take 260 square feet, you multiply that by $25, it comes up to $6,500 that we've got to add to the $56,000 cost for that home to sell it right now. That's what we're selling our homes for right now on the internet. People come in and buy. We got to add that because we're going to lose the money. What I want to do,
and that's a 25 square foot.
$25 a
square foot.
Yep.
Okay, upgrade. I mean the upcharge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the part I didn't want to do.
Right.
But what I thought is, let's get that resort sold out. 22 right now, 30 days. Let's cancel that out, and I'm going to honor this right here. All right. Now, the upgrades that is included in the resort is you get an extra dormer. Okay, this is a freedom style home, everybody. If you go on our website, you'll see what a freedom style home is. We're going to give you an extra dormer. We're going to actually stain, right, the exterior. We're going to finish the wood floors for you, sand them and finish them, the wood floors, all right? We're going to finish the countertops because they come butcher block, right? Tops. Terrible. And then we're going to give you an apartment style fridge. Okay? All this right here is $3,500, right? This right here is $2,200. That's a 3-coated Sickens.
And this is the prices for a 10 by 26.
10 by 26. These prices is what it would cost if you bought these individually right now.
Right.
The wood floors, that right there, $240. It's about $4. So you're looking. That's, I don't know. Let's just say it's $1,000 to do that. This is about $300 to finish your tops, and the fridge is a $400 fridge. So you're looking at $8, $9, about $10,000 of upgrades that you get free if you buy that house only across the street.
And no upcharge. I mean, no
And I'm waiving
labor
this right now.
Yeah.
Because I want to get it done, closed out, and let's get rocking.
So you'll save $1,650. You'll save $16,500. You'll save.
Isn't that something? Or you're
Yeah, $16,500.
That's stupid. Yeah. Now somebody said the other day. Get my hand. Somebody said the other day, I thought it was a great idea. All right. Let's say right now, if you wanted to trade a dormer.
Do you get steps
Where?
on the house?
Inside the house? Yes. Open staircase, just no storage underneath. This open storage staircase inside.
What about
the house.
stairs to get in the house?
Oh, outside steps.
I guess maybe that's what he's saying. He said steps.
Yeah.
And steps.
Normally we don't include that. They're 200.
Oh, he meant stairs. Okay.
Yeah. Inside we will put steps in this house.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stairs.
Our 10-foot wide homes, we put steps. Now, you know what? That's a good question because freedoms don't come with steps.
Mm-hmm.
Freedoms don't come with them.
Freedoms don't come with stairs.
No.
Right. Okay.
But the one that I added, see, I had a floor plan. The one that I wanted to build over there, I thought was a great home, a great rental, green everything. All right, was this home here, this floor plan, everybody, and it came with steps. We will put steps in.
Now, so let's go ahead and identify stairs is inside, steps would be outside.
Yes.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
So stairs.
Stairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the home that I thought would be great to build. Here's the tongue. This is 10. This is 26 to 30 feet long, right? And
Okay.
You can go plus. My thing was right here, bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, steps. Here
Stairs.
is the door. Yep. Here's the door into here. Stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Wash and dryer under the steps. This is the bathroom. However you want to lay it out, right? Here's the kitchen, and here's the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Up here, so here you got a full bedroom. I love this layout. So you got full bedroom. You go up the steps. Here you got a loft for somebody to stay in. Full bathroom, full kitchen, full living room. Then if you got windows here like this is just a beautiful layout. I don't know. I just thought it was really nice. If you
Like ocean breeze. Bernadette. Perfect, Bernadette.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you want to take them windows or you can add stuff to it still. But what if you put some French doors right here, glass, and then put you a big porch or deck on out there?
Right.
And that's what I'm talking about. So I based this community, and I wished if I had the money and I'd say, you know what, everybody, these are the only style of home I'm going to sell because I'm going to do it. But I can't wait that long.
Right.
The reason I give more is because I have to sell homes.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to sell homes. I'm giving these different variables, and it's hard for us because the more I give, the more it's harder to draw, to build. Nothing's the same. It's always different.
Right.
It's just harder. But this is what it was based on. So him asking me for steps on the inside, those steps in my brain was included. Now, if you don't do that kind of floor plan, and let's say you do an RJO or something, I would suggest doing this if I did an RJO. Normally RJO, doors on the bottom, on the back. I would come in here probably and do me I would do probably the bathroom a little bit wider, and I would put a bath here.
Now, wait a minute. Are they able to do RJOs over there?
It's the floor plan.
Oh, the floor plan. I see. I
Right?
see.
And I would have the kitchen, bathroom. This is the RJO floor plan. Normally coming in, it's just a floor plan. Now, this is 26 feet, and let's just say you take 10 foot, right? 10 feet for a kitchen. Normally an RJO is 8 feet. You still got a 10 foot. You can go 10 by 4 or 5 feet for a bathroom. 10 by 5.
Mm-hmm.
And a kitchen, it's done. Now what do you got? You got about 15 feet of open room. 10 by 15 open room. And if you wanted a deck out at the end, you could add that 10-foot porch to it, which is $5,000. If you want that 10-foot porch and you don't want a dormer up top, you will trade the dormer and the stand.
Can you kind of write that down because it gets
we're gonna
confusing?
get there.
Yeah.
I'll get there. But what I wanted to say is you could add the porch to it. Now they're going to say, well, where are you going to sleep? Now let's say if you want this, you got the loft right here. Now we got to put steps, right? So here's your steps going up. Now if you're going up, you're going to have a dormer here that comes with the Freedom, one dormer. I'm going to add another dormer over here, so now you got this massive bedroom up top.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the deal.
Right.
That's given. You got 2 dormers, stairs going up, kitchen, bathroom, and look at this big, huge space that you got.
Mm-hmm.
Under here, you can put a closet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Storage underneath here. If you want to upgrade the steps to more, well, you can build them. It costs you more. We just do an open staircase underneath.
Can you put a craftsman in the?
Porch, yes.
But it has to be 10 by 26 or big, or
Well, the
they can't be. Oh, yeah.
I could probably do a smaller craftsman to put over there. I haven't thought about a craftsman. If you're
You got to
interested
think
in a
about it.
craftsman, let me know and I'll price one out for you. Yeah. Let me
Okay.
know what size. So Amanda wanted me to explain. Let me do this floor plan one more time, but I got
Okay.
a little more room. And if there's questions, Amanda, just stop me. Okay. So let's say we do a 10.
And there'll be places, someone asked about washer and dryer and closets.
In that first one I did, the washer and dryer was under the staircase.
Right.
Right? And you can do that RJO. Wherever you want to put stuff, you can put stuff. All right? Yeah. This is a porch, and this is 10 foot, and it's a covered porch. It has this is the rafters on it, so it's a covered porch right here. So this is 26, this is 10, so the whole house is 36 foot long. This covered porch right here, if you wanted it right now, we charge $5,000 for that 10 foot by 10 foot, and that means your trailer's 10 foot long, your porch has got a roof over it and rails. So if you had, here's the porch, it keeps going, right? I'm gonna say this is a side, this is looking at the side. You got a post here, you're gonna have your wheels on your trailer. So if this is your house, here's your porch. I'm gonna put a post here, and all the handrails I'm gonna do, because listen, I gotta get it done, because I'm not making much money off that. I'm gonna put a rail right there, and inside you got a full, wish I could do it 3D for you, but that's, it goes all the way around, okay? I didn't do a pictorial view of it. But it's 10 by 10, 10 foot, all the way around.
Okay.
You know what you would think, I've seen all these videos, and these guys got all these props and all these drawings, everything pre-done before they start talking, and it's a way better way of doing things, but we never had time to do anything. So if you wanted that, now if you wanted, let's say you wanted this porch at $5,000 and you don't want to pay that, you could trade the extra dormer. So the extra dormer, right? And the staining.
Or a porch.
Yeah, or a porch. So you could trade that. So I'll say, you know what? I'll stain it myself. I don't need the extra dormer. 10 foot wide is going to give me plenty of room up there to sleep in it if I want to sleep.
And that's a 10 by 10.
The porch
covered.
is 10 by 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay?
So you can trade those.
You can trade them. But we'll still finish your floors.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You still get the fridge. And I know it's not a big deal. You guys get your own fridges. And then in your countertops.
Okay.
That's included. All right. Everybody.
Or if you wanted to add, pay for the porch, $5,000, you can do
you
that.
get everything.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead,
And
Ray.
then what is the estimated time? I know we kind of touched on it last night.
Yes.
Estimated time of when this would be ready for the 40.
All right. Now Amanda talked to me about that last night. All right. So what we're in the process of doing right now is we're adding 200 more feet to our building.
Right.
We're building trusses. I hope to have them up by the end of the year. So if we sell all 40, we're going to start building the resort homes in with the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
But that's why we're building the 200 more feet to our building, is so we can get the resort homes in here and build them. All right.
Because I think we have two, because I think we talked about, we have two, I think that has paid in full, and we're ready to start theirs.
Yeah, the thing is, as Amanda said, where are we going to put them when they're done?
Yes.
All right? Now, I can't set them on the concrete like I did before. We can't do this anymore. The city just allowed us to do this temporarily.
They've been unbelievably patient with that.
Yeah, they said you can do it until your places are done, and we can't put any more out here.
Right.
Unless I developed it with meters and all that stuff. So the only other thing you could do is, if you wanted to, is put your home on some of the lots that are in the park.
Mm-hmm.
There are how many subletters? There's 20 some lots out there.
I think there's about 17 or 20 people.
So if there's 20 lots out there, that if you wanted to put your big home on a lot until we're done, you could do that. All right, if you needed to live in your home.
Or it can just sit here
We will store it
And
for
wait,
you.
we'll store it for
We will store it
yeah.
for you. We won't have it hooked up to any utilities, but we will definitely store it for you until the resort
Right.
is done.
And yeah, for no charge.
No charge.
No
at all.
charge.
We have stored the Coons fifth wheel. You guys have seen that forever.
It's been
3
here.
years
Yeah.
or more, and have not charged them $1 for storing.
No.
Now $1. I don't care if I got the room. We store it for you.
Right.
Jennifer's house is out here. We ain't charged her. Ellen was out here and charged her. It's just like we got some room. We work with you all.
Right.
You're helping us. We're helping you. This is how you get it done.
Right.
If I had the money, I wouldn't even talk to you guys. I'd just go develop it and rent them out and be done and not get 2 years free.
Right.
All right. So if we build your resort home, we'll store it. There's nowhere to put it, and you're going to ask me, well, when the resort's going to get done?
Right.
All right. I don't know. I mean, I hope.
And it's not going to be the whole thing at once. It's just going to be that section.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just the section. As you guys know, we want to get it and build it as quick and fast as we can. We would actually. It's going to be a little bit different because it's mountain property. It's
Right.
not flat like it is over here. I've developed mountain property, and I've never developed flat property. The woods over here was a challenge for all of us because it was flat, just because of the lay of water,
Right.
the sewer, the city sewer. When you're on a mountain, everything runs downhill, and you're good. We can actually be digging in the rain over there. So if it pours rain, we can dig, and that's what I like about it. So that's more what we used to do up in the mountains at our old resort.
Right.
We never missed a day's work. It was always go constantly all the time. You know, through the winter, summer, rain.
So that's the plus about working, because from the forest, which you're going to, hopefully there'll be houses moving in there next week, or this coming week, right?
Well, not this coming week. It'll be the week after.
Okay. And then the forest will be done. Then you're going straight to the prairie or the beach? The beach and the prairie.
The prairie sewer will go in together.
Okay.
Yeah, but the beach will be done first. The prairie behind it. I try to get the prairie done by the end of the year. That's probably pushing it. But simultaneously, we can be over at the resort putting in roads.
Right.
Yeah. It's really not a stressful thing to put these in. The biggest thing is selling it and making it work, right?
Right.
Financially. Once it's there, it's really a go. What's really, I think, now that what we have is we didn't have at the forest, is we didn't have an engineer. The engineering was done by the city, all right? And I had to pay through the nose over there. We had to pay over $200,000 just for sewer. And I found out we can do it ourselves for a lot less.
Right.
We have our own engineer now. We have our own surveyor. He's on board. He's ready to go. I'll get him over there. Boom, we can get it done. And he expedites it. He's already worked with the city now. We're kind of like on a roll now. We know where to get things. We know where to buy things. We know how to put it in. We know how to lay it out. Okay, so that should help expedite the build of the resort.
So now let me ask you this. Let's just say that we don't get any more, there's no more people who sign on. We're just, all we have is the 16, 17 people we got.
16 lots over there and be done.
And be done.
Yep.
And then we're going to stop.
That's it.
Yep. Okay.
I ain't doing no more.
Right.
Yeah. So
And
if
just
you don't
wait
sell
till
them,
there's more that
yep,
sign on.
I'll
Okay.
take what we got and we'll build them and be done with it.
Yeah. Awesome.
There you go.
Okay.
Somebody asked that?
No, I asked that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually thought about, and we'll keep taking buyers in after the 30 days for the resort.
Right.
I'm just not going to offer the deal.
Right.
I mean, that's what a deal's for. It has to have a
Promotion.
timeline.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, if you guys want a deal, that's a great deal, and then after it's not for sale anymore.
Right.
But the resort will always be open, and we'll keep adding to that place.
And this deal is already for the people who've signed on. So that's kind of exciting for them because it's like they've already signed on. They didn't even know that you were going to do that switching for the porch, things
Right,
like that.
right.
So that's a nice,
Well, actually, what you all are getting, you're getting their deal.
you're getting their deal.
Yeah, because
Right.
they didn't have any upcharges or anything.
Right.
And
Correct.
they bought it back before, and the prices went up, and I'm going to honor what we had before with them.
And I mean, that's one of the things that, when you started all this, you really wanted to, in a way, reward the people. I know we've had to pay way more, but we wanted the people who said, hey, you know what? We believe in you. We're going to go with it. We're going to wait it out, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then for them to get all these extra perks, it's just it doesn't even bother us at all. Like zero,
Yeah.
Because it's nice because they're helping us. We're helping them. We're all
Yeah.
helping each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know what you guys think. There's some people I'm sure that don't know me whatsoever, and you see some of these videos, you see what we're doing, and it's like, oh, what a bozo, just throwing some numbers out there, and he hasn't got anything to show for it. All this stuff we're doing. You know what? I think that's what really, you know, I always tell everybody my address. You come here and talk to me, you can see what we're doing. We got enough homes out here. We built over 500 homes in 5 years. I think we've stood up for what we do, our quality,
Right.
who we are as people, what we do. I think we've got a reputation, all right?
Right.
So, but it is kind of different for us to come on a video right here and show all this without being polished and shining and edited and throwing it out.
Well, and one of the things too is that, you know, there's been a big lesson since 2008, 2009, 2010, is that with the, you know, you took a different approach of having it paid for before you dive into something.
Yeah.
Because
everything's debt free.
Everything's debt free, and we want to do that for us and for them.
I'm in debt to you.
Right,
That's
correct.
And I'd rather be in debt to you than be in debt to a bank.
Correct.
And to the world.
Yeah.
You know, the land be paid for, your house is paid for, the land be.
We don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere. It's
done,
protected. Yeah.
We're all done and it's secured.
It's secured. Yeah.
So we should hopefully be paying for the land that we have this whole thing on.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'd love to see if it paid for, if not next year, the following year.
Right.
So in 2 years, everything's paid for, everything's done, everything's secured, and it's over with.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, numbers. I don't know if anybody on here is even up, you know, even interested in what we're doing, but pass the video on to somebody you might think is interested in buying into our resort. It's 160 acres.
And this is the very first phase that you're doing. Have you got a name for this phase?
No, you know what? I've been calling it the resort, and I don't want to call it the resort. I think I want to call it something different.
This section needs to be called something. Yeah.
You guys are on the ground floor of all this stuff.
Yes.
You know, the prairie, like I think I told you, I'm looking at a sculptor right now. We're looking into building buffaloes.
That's gonna be fun.
Real life-size, 7-foot tall buffaloes that we're gonna put out there on the prairie.
Awesome.
You know, lakes and stuff. We got a big lake out here we just built. You know, this will all come about. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's like last week. If you guys seen my video last week, I came here and I sat here and I videoed myself, and there was a lot on my mind that I wanted to share, and I wanted to. I don't know. I hear a lot of stories about what people think and what people are saying, and I shouldn't let it bother me. And sometimes it does. But then I get into other things, thinking about who we are as people and how hard we really work to build this business.
Right.
You know, I don't know if you guys. I don't get out a lot. I just work. I do not get out. I don't socialize and know how everybody lives. I just know that all my life I have outworked everybody that I've known.
That's true.
Probably the only person that I have not outworked is Tom, you know, but Tom hasn't done everything that I've done. He works side by side with me, but what I've had to do to get to this point has been a lot. And everybody says, you know, that's relative of who you are and where you've been. And there's been a lot of people. And it's like being through pain. How do you rate pain? You know, all I know is that I'm not the kind of person that I'm going fishing on a Friday morning and hey, this business is going to run itself.
Right.
This is 7 days a week, and it's been that way for 5 years. Now I've had a chance to go to see my son and get him transferred over there in Oregon. You know, that was a couple weeks. I got to do a few things like that. It really wasn't something I wanted to do, you know. But after 5 years, it's good to do a little bit of something. But what I'm trying to say is that I know a lot of business owners, you know, people look at say, hey, I'm a company owner and he's got this, he's got that. No, if it was, you know, I got a car Marianne gave me. And then, you know what, if I had money, I would tell you I had money. And I'm proud of the fact. I'm not scared of saying, hey, if my bank account had $100,000 in it, I'd tell you I had $100,000 in it. And I think you all would say, you know what, you deserve $100,000 for what you've done. That's what I would say for anybody, you know. But I just wanted to, last week's video, I just wanted to share who I am and where I came from and where this passion comes from. Where's this desire come from? I'm not, I know I'm a little different. I get excited, but I don't get excited. I stay driven. I got up this morning, a guy came in here today and he said he might be watching, But he said he woke up this morning seeing it raining, and he just rolled back over and went to sleep. I woke up this morning seeing it raining, and I said, yeah, it's raining. I love it. And I got out there, and I just was in it like it was 70 degrees outside and sunny. I've just put my brain in that focus because of everything that's on me, what I want to accomplish. I just feel the clock is ticking, and there's not enough life to live. There's not enough days to live. There's not enough years to live. And I just don't want to live it thinking the sun's not out and I feel down. What?
I just
Ask me a question. I'm on a roll.
Okay.
You can't interrupt me.
Rick has a good question, I feel, is do tinies depreciate even if they're kept modern? Do they depreciate? Do we know that? Are they that new or what?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. What was his name? Tony?
Rick.
Rick. Mm-hmm. Rick, this is what I've always said on depreciation of tinies. Now, Amanda, interrupt me if you got another question, okay?
I got 2 or 3 more, so when you're done with him,
all right, real quick. Rick, what I wanted to say is if you buy let's say a $45,000 home from us, okay, let's say it's $45,000, and everywhere in the country, everywhere, apples for apples, that home sells for $75,000. All right, you buy it from us. To me, you got equity in a home when you buy it. Mm-hmm. So let's say you want to sell it in 10 years from now, right? Well, them homes are that much, right? 75. Why can't you get 45 back out of it after you lived in it for 10 years? I'm sorry, 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of how I see it. I don't know how the resales are going. The only thing that I think that resale is bad on tiny homes is this, is that they are so customized.
Yes.
All right?
Everybody
wants to customize their homes.
Right.
If you customize your home too much, I think it hurts your resale.
Unless you're going to keep it forever.
I think that when you get picky about everything in that house, I think it hurts your resale because it costs more to build it, and then the people that buy it have to live the way you did. Next question.
Okay, next one is Laura. She wanted to know how big the lots are going to be in the resort. You talked about it a little bit yesterday.
Lots,
touch on it.
I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk in there and I'm going to put a house here, and I want to put the next house away, right? Over here in the forest, they're within 50 feet.
Yeah.
All right. The lots are 60 by 50. Yeah, 60
by 60 or 60 by 60.
I think they're 60 deep and 50 wide, I think.
Approximate.
These are going to be at least double that, or if not more.
What's the situation with your house? What are you doing about a house and where you live and blah, blah, blah?
All right. I don't know. I don't think about it much. I don't have time for it right now, but I got a foam panel house. It's a 10 by 20. I was going to do the 8 by 18, but the lady wanted to buy it. So I got a 10 by 20 foam panel house. And right now I don't have anything. I've just got a mattress in the floor.
But you're getting power over there. You're going to be trying to get it up and going as you can. It's just time. It's not you can't afford it.
Oh, I can do it.
Yeah.
I ain't got the time.
You don't have the time.
I've been here all day working here, moving houses, getting ready for Monday morning. Tomorrow, I'd like to work on it tomorrow. I got my buddy coming in tomorrow and stuff. And sometimes I think I do need some downtime, a couple hours to relax.
Everybody does.
But I love working on my house. Now, the 10 by 20 home, it's got a low roof. And I'm just real quick, it's 10, okay? So what I'm going to do with my house, and the roof kind of goes like this, all right? It's kind of weird looking. Well, what I'm going to do is I got this great big window in the front, right? I purchased some synthetic ferns, all right? And I'm going to make this look like a Norwegian, Scandinavian home is what I want to do. I'm going to stucco it. I'm going to put some wood in the gables here, but I'm putting ferns all over the roof, and it's going to look like a live home, and it's going to crawl down here, and I'm going to put some wood on the bottom, and I got my windows. It's going to look.
Put a stove in it,
a wood stove. Yeah. It's going to have my bed. When you walk in, you're going to see my bed. That's what you're going to do. It's going to be the bed, the living room. I'm not there very often. I'm there to sleep, and it's just going to be a big old room. My shower's going to be different. I thought about having a big old glass looking outside from my shower. Eventually, what I would love to do is take that 10 by 20 and live off grid.
And I just want to mention that Lisa, when she was here on Friday, she said, I was amazed at how many tinies are sitting there. It was jaw-dropping, even though I've seen them on the video. Seeing it in person was amazing. When people come here and they see all the houses out there, They can't believe it.
There's no other place in the country.
Nowhere. We have literally out there has to be 40
Plus
tiny homes just sitting out there. Wait till there's 153 here.
I don't think we realize what it's actually going to happen here.
Oh my God.
We don't realize 100. There is nowhere in the United States, no builder in the United States right now has that many homes sitting out on his lot.
No.
Nobody. There's no place in the United States that has 153 homes right in together.
Right.
Plus maybe another 40 across the street.
Now this is a great question. Laura's asking, Amanda, is the information on the website? We do not have, I don't think we have any information on the website about
the resort.
The resort yet. So we need
and
to
we
do
get that on there Monday morning. We'll try to have a list to
Yeah.
help us get that on there.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
There was something else I was going to ask. Who said that? SC? Who is that? Let's see. SM. 2 years free at the resort.
Yes.
Now explain that really quick. How are you doing it? Because here it was a different exchange. So the resort's different.
Yeah. So you buy the house for $56,000. It's a 10 by 26. You get the dormer, you get the staining, you get all that for about a $10,000 upcharge, right? I'm sorry. I know I'm whipping that all out.
They're keeping up.
All right.
No.
Included in that, you just buy the house for $56,000. You get $10,000 of upgrades, and they're true upgrades. I'm not trying to just sell you something.
Right.
You go and you can see how much we charge. I'm adding it to the house.
Right.
Then you get 2 years free.
Yes. That
Free.
is not a deposit you gave and we're using that money. That is 2 years free.
Free rent.
Free rent.
You don't pay any lot rent for 2 solid years.
Yes.
That's why it's $7,200. Take that it's going to be $300 a month.
After 2 years.
Take that $300, apply it to your mortgage. You knock it down to about $39,000 bucks.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and ask if anybody
Yeah.
has any other questions.
If you guys got any questions, please.
Throwing 'em out.
Man, I love answering your questions and digging into some stuff. You guys think about
Because I
things
know
that.
I've probably missed some through the thing,
Yeah.
but okay. Denise wants to know, please, Amanda, also ask Randy about fifth wheel weight distribution amounts.
Fifth wheel.
Fifth wheel weight distribution amounts. What is
Well, every trailer, all right?
and this is Denise.
Okay, Denise. Every trailer from here, here, and here. This is halfway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right at that axle is halfway.
Okay.
So every trailer manufacturer, if you do that right there, they call this a 60-40, and this is the tongue, okay?
Okay.
So that's how they build trailers. Now, and I know that because a trailer guy just came by today.
That's what David said, 60-40.
Yep. Then if you want a fifth wheel, it goes up, cross, right? And here's your fifth wheel hitch.
And no hitch. Okay.
Yeah. So what happens is if you have a bumper pull right here and you have your truck, right? Here's your bed of your truck and everything right here in your truck. All the weight's on the bumper.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a fifth wheel, what's really cool is you come up, over, and all the weight is right here in the bed of your truck.
Okay.
Yes. And then that right there is weight is directly here instead of on the back.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to travel a lot in a tiny home, a fifth wheel is the way to go.
Okay.
It's a different way to go. I'd still pull one. Lord, we can build them lightweight with our foam panels and some other ways. And you know, our Freedoms and our RJOs are a lot less weight than our Craftsman. Go.
Rick said, yeah.
Go.
Okay, good. Rick, do the tiny homes qualify for mortgages or RV loans?
Yes.
Yes. What is the, Eva wants to know, question, what is the max size of the house you can put on a 20-foot trailer? What is the max size of house can you put on a 20-foot trailer? Like for it to cantilever?
Well, you don't want to really cantilever much.
Okay.
We go a couple feet, but
That's
yeah,
it.
you want to build a house size trailer.
Okay. Andrew wants to know, Andrew Frank, Randy, can you build a Murphy bed with a couch under it? I'd like one in my RJO.
You sure can.
Okay.
Great idea. I highly suggest it.
Okay, that is a good idea.
Yep.
Let's see. 60-40, we got that. Denise said, I know the trailer and fifth wheels run different. That's why she asked that question.
Yeah.
Mishka's asking a question. Are you still going to offer 2 years free management for the resort?
Yeah, you know what? We haven't started our management company.
Right.
Right? And all this stuff.
Right.
We've managed before in our old resort.
Right.
I don't, I would do it, and I'm not opposed to it, and I think I would like to get it going because we're trying to get an on-site salesperson, and we don't mind. The thing is, I don't know if you guys are better off renting it yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know because, Airbnb has got it. There's some other places. I don't know if we can actually be competitive with it. I haven't looked into it a lot. I've talked about we could help you to do that, but we haven't set anything up.
Michelle's asking, Michelle Wynn, we're building for her.
Yeah.
Can we ever move from the gated community to the resort like in the future? What does that mean? From here?
From here to over there?
From here to over there?
You know what? If somebody moves over there, let's say one of the 40 people moves, there's a lot open.
But we can't, what we do here though is that this spot has to be covered, right?
All right.
Or how does that work?
3 years from now,
Okay.
it's gone. Let's say we're into our 4th year.
Mm-hmm.
All contracts are done.
Okay.
Everybody can pack up and leave.
Right.
Everybody in the resort can pack up and leave. There's no lease. There's no long-term lease or anything. But let's just say you've been here across the street and you want to go across the street over here. That person leaves. There's lots over there for rent for $300.
But depends on what about if they have a container home?
If we have restrictions across the street, exactly.
Okay, if you have a place for, because you may have a section for the container homes.
I would like to have across the street because I would like to keep it all the same type of homes. Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, J. Rob wants to know, since we are on trailers, does your trailer guys make a trailer for an 8x40 8-foot Craftsman? God, that'd be huge. 8x40 8-foot Craftsman.
He actually built himself, the trailer guy actually built himself a Craftsman trailer that was 8x40.
Wow.
That's a big one. Now, probably with that, you're probably getting the quad axles.
Wow.
Yeah. Craftsmen weigh about 60 pounds a square foot.
Can Craftsmans go in the resort?
I don't know how you can get a 48-foot home back in there, but we sure try.
Gosh.
If you want one, we'll do our best to get it in. Wow.
Carol wants to know, hey Carol, can you have a stackable washer and dryer under the stairs, and how wide of a home should you go?
Yeah, you can have them. They're stackable washer and dryer. If it's, you get apartment size, they're about 2 foot. We used to put in our cabins all the time. They're 24 to 30 inches wide. They'll go in an 8-foot wide house, but when you put a staircase in there, it's really tight.
Okay, now, and plus people, Andrew and Bubba are both asking about underpinning, outbuilding, leveling deal. Also, could you do a build a closed in or fenced in deck on the front of a tiny home? Different things like that.
All that stuff are, the only thing we're doing with the Freedom style home or the resort home is we're going to pull it over there for you and level it up and hook it to water, power, and sewer.
Right.
We're not going to underpin it, skirt it, deck it, or nothing.
Unless you've paid for that.
Yeah,
extra.
if you want a package, we'll do it.
Okay. Can you do, Benji wants to know, hey Benji, Benji's been on here a long time. Foam home as a fifth wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gooseneck hitch area.
Gooseneck. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mel wants to know, when would the 2 years free rent in the resort start? When
I'm ready.
Okay,
when I get the resort ready, that's when it starts.
That's
just
when
like
it's
here.
ready. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pam wants to know, hey Pam, I am wondering if you have a price for the foam house with plumbing, electrical, doors, windows price. Did you ever decide about the pricing?
No.
Okay.
And I will at the end of this week.
Okay.
Because we've got an appointment on Tuesday to really hone in on. It's a surprise. I got some cool stuff.
Denise wants to know too. Please, Amanda, also ask Randy. Here, there is less trailer sway in a fifth wheel. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, there's no trailer sway in a regular trailer, right? If it's weighed right, and you could even have torsion bars and sway bars and stuff.
Okay.
But a fifth wheel's it's better to pull.
In the foam house has a fifth wheel. Just to confirm, yes or no, it can be done.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
we've
yes.
never done one. All I know is that it has been engineered, right? And ANSI certified, our foam houses are.
Will skirting have vents for moisture buildup prevention under the house, or how does that work?
Um, for moisture prevention.
Like,
Yeah.
is there vents, or how is there air, or does it need that?
Yeah, you need flow through there. You sure do. You need what you can get the solar vents in there that open and close with temperature. You can get slide vents.
Yeah, and Cindy's asking about when do you start paying the rent? Is whenever do you start paying the rent when the house gets hooked up at the resort and ready to rent?
Um,
They're ready to move once the resort's open.
I don't understand.
Like when this is open, we're not waiting for everybody to move their house in.
No, well, you get 2 years free, all right? So when we get the resort done, that's when the ticker starts for the
That's when it
timing.
starts.
For the 2 years.
Okay, I'm trying not to miss these questions.
You're doing great, man.
How Laura said, oh, she already asked that. We already know about how large. Somebody's decluttering, getting rid of stuff. Freedom. Oh, there's a tiny forest spin. Happy to know. I'm trying to look for the questions here. I'm just trying to make sure. Mishka said, okay, yeah, Mishka will do that. Alyssa's actually on that too about the volunteer spirit because she's getting ready because she's got people. We have people that have already turned in their stuff for 21st Mortgage. So
Yes.
that's probably another thing we can mention is people can go to our website and
Yes.
for the financing.
You sure can. You can go to our website for the financing. We have it on there and start plugging in all your information and get pre-approved.
Okay.
I would love to see, last time we did this, I thought we had 200. Amanda said it was 100 people. And
A
it
little
took
over 100.
It took what? About a month to 6 weeks. And we got about 100 people that applied for a loan. The world's different now with COVID and the prices of everything have went up. And that's why I wanted to, I want to stimulate the market at the resort.
Right.
I like to get things done. I don't like things lingering on, That's why I talked to Macheski today, Mr. Macheski that we're building right here.
Yeah, right.
I talked to him. I talked to him today, and there's some more people on here that they've had to wait a while for their homes, and that's why I've got these partnerships going. We're going to knock these houses out here in a couple months, but I don't like waiting. I don't like you guys waiting either.
Right. And Eva was asking, do we sell blueprints?
No.
The other thing is, but she did say she liked the easy access, which that's a great house. The
great,
easy access.
great house.
Let me get another. There was another. Gloria's asking, my house will be all electric, so the house will the house have a 220 to run an electric dryer?
Yeah.
Okay. David's asking, do we take delivery of the home when it's done being built or when it's placed on the resort? Do we take delivery of the home when it's done being built?
That's a tricky thing.
It is.
And it's about the lending on this thing.
Right, exactly.
Because we have to, it's supposed to be set up.
We need to, yeah. So we got to figure that part out.
Yep.
How long, J-Rob wants to know, how long is the tongue of the trailer roughly?
48 inches.
48 inches, okay. And who was it just said that? Donna said that everyone hit the like button. That's so nice of Donna to say that. Do you want to? I'm
Is
trying
it
to
time?
get through these questions. Hang on a second. I'm trying to get through. Jody wants to know, can you put a 10 by 40 in the resort? I didn't see a pricing online.
Yeah, we can do it.
10
Yep.
by
We get
40.
no. I don't have them online because we really don't ever have requests for that.
Yeah.
But I'll be glad to price one out for you.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Does the $6,000 deposit at the forest get deducted from the houses?
No.
No. I have a question. Can you do a workup on a 10 by 30 with this promotion? I would need financing.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 by 30 is on our website. So our prices are on our website. So you go with Freedom. 10 by 30 is $68,562 right here. Okay. So, let's play that real quick if you guys want to. I mean, I don't know if everybody's ready to go to bed.
Can you build a Craftsman on a gooseneck trailer?
Yes, we have before.
Okay.
Yep. So let's take that. and let's go get our calculator out, you guys, and let's go 68,000, 68.5 minus 20%. That's 13.7. You need a 13.7 down payment, right? That's 20%.
And the 20% is because that's what helps us get started on the home.
Yes.
Yes.
We got to have that 20 to
At
get
the
the
minimum.
infrastructure and to get going.
Yeah.
I'm open. I'd like to wait on building the resort homes because the resort and the homes all get done together and they're in there and done. But
Right.
if we build your home, it's just going to be sitting here until the resort's done. So we're trying to get it done as quick as we can. Now let's say we go and we finance that. All right. So I'm going to go to my mortgage calculator and I'm going to put in here 54.8. All right. And at 66.5. Look at that, Amanda.
What is it?
Look on here. $54,800 at a 20-year fix, 6.5% is $409 payment. That's it. $409 a month.
Awesome.
That's it. Under $500, and this is a 10 by 30.
That's a big house.
That's nuts.
That's a big house. A question about warranty. Denny's asking, please talk about the warranty on our houses.
Gosh,
I know what it is on our contract.
What's on our contract? What does it say?
We've got, and of course we went through the lawyer and things like that, and it's 90 days.
90 days on the house.
90 days on the house, right?
Yeah.
Is the 20%? Let's see. 20% is to keep you all afloat with the price increase still doable.
What 20% does is gives us enough money to get the trailer and get it rolling. It's a numbers thing. We have to have the 20% from everybody to get going. We use that, and as we build and close on them, the money we close on them rolls back to keep rolling. Okay. And that's how we go. That's how we live without a line of credit.
Okay. If I have a covered deck, will my stove vent be able to vent above the roof line of the deck if I've paid for an 8-foot wall height?
If we have to.
Okay, yeah, okay, it was Gloria.
Yep.
Denise, let's see. Please ask Randy what the finished interior size of the upper room of the fifth wheel trailer that overhangs the truck bed.
If you do a Craftsman and it's a 48-inch difference in floor height.
And that's Denise.
Yeah, Denise. So if you want a fifth wheel, and I've done them with a drop axle. So you got this here, and then you come up, and here's your fifth wheel, right?
Yeah.
And here's your hitch here. So usually from here to here is 48 inches. All right, if you do a drop axle with the axles, you got fenders up inside the house, right? If you do that, I can get you 84 inches.
Okay. Great. Okay, now this is a question that Randy and I talked about earlier. We'll let him answer this. Shirley's asking, Amanda, please ask Randy if he thought about the smaller homes at the resort in the future.
I sure have.
Yeah.
And I've talked about that in the past, and we did a video on there, all right? And we called it, that land kind of goes like this.
And yes, the pet friendly, yes. Everybody's got a dog or a cat.
Look at that one right there.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's pet friendly.
Right now, that farmhouse is right here, and the resort comes in like this, and we're going to develop all this, right?
Yeah.
Well, then over here there's mountains everywhere, but there's a big mountain here, and there's a mountain that runs here. Then all these are ridges, all right? In Tennessee, everything's ridges. It's not
go down.
It's not a long. They run long ways, right? And then they connect, and over here. Okay. There's a holler, we call it. A holler is between two mountains or two ridges. There's a holler right here. Dead ends, there's an old home site right here. Years ago we found. All right, this next road here, there's a pond and a little bitty creek comes through. We did a video on it. This thing's, I don't know, I'm estimating 1,500 foot long.
Yeah.
All right, and this mountain comes in here. It's real secluded back in here. All right, here's the main road. What I am thinking in the future, I say the future, I don't really care when we do it. It's just, I'm scared of you guys think I'm taking on too much. All right. But this 1,500 foot road back here, I wouldn't care to scatter it full of little bitty homes back in here. All right? There could be possibly over 100 homes back in here. And the only reason I can get that is because we got city water, sewer, and power.
Right.
If everybody, listen.
It all has to do with the infrastructure. It all has to do with that.
It's money.
Yeah,
Listen,
it's money.
I can do this. This is no problem. We just get more dozers and put them in.
But it doesn't change the land, the infrastructure process. It doesn't change no matter the size of the home.
It does if you get 100 homes back there.
Well, yeah, right.
You get 100 homes, it lowers the cost of everything. Now, listen. If we did the 40 homes here, right? We brought in the meat of the infrastructure.
Right.
The water and power sewer's in. I paid the tap fees, paid the water, they got the sewer and bought the land. It's all done. Now, whatever we do, the only thing is to build this road to go up, this is expensive. This is called money.
Yeah.
All up here.
Yeah.
And I don't like spending money on mountain land.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not interested in developing the mountain part of it. If we ever do, it's going to be way in the future. This right here is beautiful. This is almost a flat road. It hardly increases in elevation. And there's places to put homes all over back in here. You're not going to have the privacy of this. This is completely, almost a whole separate. You won't even know
You would never see.
No, you'll never know. You'll never know this exists from over here.
No.
All right. There's no entrances. There's nothing. There's a big mountain right here. The whole thing. I've thought about that. I love building homes. I love doing communities. There's beautiful land. It is there. I would do this. I don't do things sometimes, everybody's, because I don't want everybody thinking I'm taking on way too much. We haven't finished out here, and I've taken on this is because that land was available, and I'm glad we got it, because ever since we've sold that, land has went crazy around here. All right?
It has.
Go ahead.
Well, no, I hate to. I just put.
No, you can interrupt me. You can interrupt me.
Well, Jeffrey wants to know: could you build an A-frame house? And would you? And tell about the pros and cons of an A-frame.
Well, you know what? They're really cool looking.
They are cool looking.
And I don't know if anybody's ever been in an A-frame, but yeah, I could build an A-frame home.
Would that be considered a different style? Or?
I don't know. There's no walls on it. It's a complete triangle. That's an A-frame.
A-frames look pretty, but
okay. And if this is 8 or 10 foot wide, let's just say it's 8, right? Well, if this is 10 and a half foot to the center, to the peak up here, and you got, you're probably, that's a little bit steeper. If you come in 4 feet, you're gonna have about 5 foot of headroom.
Okay.
4 foot. Goodness, that's halfway in the house.
I know.
I don't say.
It's Denise said wall height on sides and lack of windows. It's very pretty, but it is yeah.
You got to go really wide to do an A-frame. Yeah.
You had to go really wide, right?
Yeah.
Steven said I lived in an A-frame in Willow Creek, California.
Yeah. And they're awesome.
They're pretty.
I mean, when you got a roof that goes up, you can't stand there because the roof. You got to get over to the side of it.
Okay, and there was a couple more. Let me I'm trying not to miss any of your questions because we probably need to. Brenda's needing to know 3-prong or 4-prong on a dryer pigtail. What does that mean?
That's I think a 4 prongs on a dryer.
Okay. And also Ashley's, I know that they were asking, I know we're talking about resort, but I think it's Ashley Chance out there for Oregon.
Yeah.
Just want to know about the Oregon builds. Do you know much about it today or an update?
Chase?
Yes, Chase. What did I say?
Yes. When we
Ashley
were out there,
Chase.
We spray foamed these 3 homes. Terry, Blake, and Macheski. Nichols and Chase, we did not start them yet. I don't want to start them yet because I want to make sure these guys don't take in too much. This one, I didn't talk to him today. The roof should be on Terry's. These 2, the floors are done. They probably will start framing in Blake. And Macheski's a big 9 by 28.
Right. Okay. But they'll know when they start.
They gotta,
Right. Mel wants to know, would you build a cabin-like structure on the trailer, on a trailer in the resort?
A cabin?
A cabin-like structure, yeah. I guess like a cabin on the, Like,
A
well,
log cabin?
like a log cabin, yes.
I'd love to build a log.
If somebody wants it.
I can build log cabins.
Okay.
Love to.
Kathy wants to know, would you build a houseboat on the pond?
I've
It ain't
never
big.
thought about it.
Desharn wants to know, what about a 14 by 14 A-frame home?
Sean, I'll build it. I'll build it.
Now, something
I'll
we,
build anything.
now,
I'll build stuff.
something, I don't know this, but I thought 21st Mortgage, don't they have to be under 400 square feet? Was it something like that, or what was the deal with that for their something? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Lisa said 3-prong is usually 110, 4 is 220. Does that sound right?
Yep.
I think we're just about with D-log. Okay.
Log, square log. Yep.
And David said him and Karen we're doing a flat log siding that will
Yeah.
look like a lot like a cabin.
Hey, didn't we have that on that? That's that one that the Hummingbird.
Oh, okay. Go back to that.
Here you go.
Is that flat?
See, this is what Dave and Karen is what they're gonna have. This is flat.
Is that what they're talking about?
Flat
Okay.
log siding. Now see this. This is cedar shakes. Everybody. Love cedar shakes, but you know they cost. You can pay, but man, it's well worth it. I mean, I think it shows